The year is 1998. The Cold War is over, but its shadow lingers. A handful of nations, the nuclear club, hold the ultimate weapon, protected by the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. India, surrounded by nuclear-armed China and a rapidly advancing Pakistan, feels vulnerable. The CIA's satellites watch Pokhran, India's old test site, convinced nothing escapes their gaze. But India's new government, led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, is determined to change the nation's fate. The stakes are enormous. Succeed, and India joins the world's most powerful. Fail, and the consequences could cripple the nation. Operation Shakti, meaning strength, is born in secrecy. The world is watching, but India is ready to move in the shadows. Beneath the desert sands of Pokhran, a secret countdown has begun. This is the story of science, secrecy, and national pride. A nation prepares to walk its own path, no matter the cost. The CIA is certain India won't dare to test again. But India's resolve is deeper than anyone suspects. The plan is set. The world's most powerful surveillance network is about to be tested. The desert holds a secret, and the world is about to be shaken. The countdown to Operation Shakti has already started. India is ready to defy the odds. Only a handful knew the truth. Prime Minister Vajpayee, his principal secretary Brajesh Mishra, and two scientific giants, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Dr. R. Chidambaram. Their mission shielded the operation from the world and even from much of their own government. Dr. Kalam, later India's president, led the scientific effort. Dr. Chidambaram masterminded the bomb's design. The team was sworn to secrecy, vanishing from their lives, disguised in army uniforms using false names. They became ghosts, blending with soldiers, working on a project that officially didn't exist. Every move was calculated. One slip could doom the mission. The Indian Army dug deep shafts, secured the desert, and provided cover. Scientists and soldiers worked side by side, united by a sense of duty. They weren't just building a bomb, they were building a new future for India. The operation was a perfect blend of political will and scientific genius. Each person knew the risks. Failure meant disaster. But their resolve was unbreakable. The secret was safe for now. When revealed, it would shake the world. The keepers of Pokhran were ready. The world would soon know their names. The real challenge wasn't building the bomb. It was hiding it from the CIA's all-seeing satellites. The team studied satellite orbits, working only at night or during brief windows when the sky was blind. By dawn, every tool and track vanished. Sand scattered to mimic the desert's natural patterns. Shafts were dug, sand dispersed with the wind, and cables buried instantly. From space, Pokhran looked unchanged. Scientists and soldiers lived nocturnally, sleeping by day, working feverishly by night. Every detail was planned. One mistake could expose everything. They even used psychological tricks, avoiding classic signs of a nuclear test. No large meetings, no suspicious activity, only coded communication. The operation became a masterclass in deception. As Dr. Kalam said, we worked around the satellite's eyes, outthinking the analysts. For weeks, the world's best surveillance was outsmarted. The game of hide-and-seek was nearly won. May 11th, 1998. The final day. The devices assembled in secret were lowered into the shafts. The team waited for the wind to shift. Safety depended on it. At last, the wind turned. The countdown began. In a small bunker, Dr. Kalam, Dr. Chidambaram, and Colonel Kaushik prepared for history. Tension was electric. Years of secrecy and risk came down to this moment. At 3:45 p.m., the button was pressed. Silence. Then, the earth shook. A massive cloud erupted from the desert. 3 devices detonated: thermonuclear, fission, and subkiloton. The control room erupted in cheers, relief, pride, and joy. "We have done it," Dr. Kalam said. But the mission wasn't over. 2 more tests followed on May 13th. Operation Shakti was complete. The desert had trembled, and India had changed its destiny. The world would soon know what had happened. India had done the impossible, right under the world's nose. The secret was out. The world would never be the same. Seismic sensors worldwide detected the blast, an unmistakable man-made earthquake. In Washington, the CIA was stunned. They'd been outsmarted. The US and its allies imposed harsh sanctions condemning India for breaking the nuclear order. The world saw a rogue state, but inside India, it was a moment of pride. Prime Minister Vajpayee announced the tests on national TV. The country erupted in celebration. "India is now a nuclear weapon state," he declared. Streets filled with fireworks and cheers. For Indians, this was not aggression, it was self-respect and security. Despite sanctions, the nation stood united. Newspapers praised the scientists and leaders. Dr. Kalam became a national hero overnight. The world saw defiance. India saw a nation standing tall. Pakistan responded with its own tests confirming a new arms race. The global order had shifted. India had found its voice. Sanctions hit hard, but India's economy proved resilient. The government stood firm, declaring a no first-use policy and a voluntary test moratorium. This responsible stance slowly eased global fears. India's nuclear arsenal was for deterrence, not aggression. The US realized isolation wasn't working. Strategic partnership made more sense. Over the next decade, relations transformed. The 2008 India-US Civil Nuclear Agreement ended India's nuclear isolation. Operation Shakti reset India's place in the world. India was now a strategic partner, not just a recipient of aid. The tests gave India new confidence and leverage. The bitter pill of sanctions forged a stronger, more self-assured nation. India was ready for the world stage. The gamble had paid off. Operation Shakti's legacy is profound. It created nuclear deterrence in South Asia, forcing caution and restraint. India secured its borders with the power of the atom. The tests inspired a generation of scientists and a spirit of self-reliance. India proved it could achieve world-class results under pressure. Politically, Pokhran-II marked a shift to pragmatic, interest-driven foreign policy. India was now respected, engaged on its own terms. The journey from pariah to partner was swift and remarkable. Ultimately, Operation Shakti is a story of national will and meticulous execution. As Vajpayee said, the tests were for a self-reliant, strong India. The tremors of 1998 marked the birth of a new, confident nation.